23 countries and the World Health Organization have backed the idea of an international treaty to help deal with future health emergencies like COVID-19. The idea was floated at the G20 summit in November. Diplomats say formal negotiations have not yet begun, but the idea has received formal backing from the leaders of Indonesia, France, Germany, South Africa and Britain, amongst others. Let's bring in Ollie Barrett in London. So, Ollie, what exactly will this treaty hope to do?
This treaty is really about moving on in terms of the global response to this pandemic, but also looking ahead to potential future pandemics and health emergencies as well. The key message that is being set out by these world leaders is that nobody is safe until everybody is safe, they say. And they say that countries need to be better prepared to predict, prevent, detect, assess and respond to pandemics. So the type of things they're talking about are systems to alert people about incoming pandemics, better access to vaccines on an equitable basis, better access to personal protective equipment, better sharing of data internationally as well. Because these European and other leaders from around the world are saying that in terms of there being another pandemic at some point in the future, they say the question is not if, but when. It is possible that a draft resolution on these negotiations could go to the World Health Organization's member states at their upcoming meeting in May. But we are some way off, I think it's fair to say, a resolution to this issue. At this point, these leaders are really trying to get the ball rolling.
And not to mention that the leaders of China and the US have not signed on. So just what more needs to be done before this treaty actually becomes a reality?
Exactly right. Now, in terms of one of those countries, the United States, the US will be attending the G7 summit here in the UK in June, at which we expect this very issue to be discussed. Boris Johnson, the British Prime Minister, has tabled it with his fellow G7 leaders, and they have agreed to look into it. So he may well be hopeful that he can bring Joe Biden along in all of this. But if you are missing China, and if you are missing currently the United States, you really are some way off reaching an international agreement of the type that these leaders say they want to reach in a meaningful way that can be implemented and protect the world against some of the future potential disasters that these leaders are worried about.
Thanks very much, Ollie Barrett, live from London.